Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be decluttering my bronzers and contour kits. And if I look a bit green, it's because I'm filming with artificial lights, so we'll see how this goes. I normally film with daylight, and I much prefer daylight, but there's no daylight right now. So if you guys want to see me declutter my bronzers and contour kits, just keep watching. Okay, I've got a giant stack of Too Faced, so let's do Too Faced. So first up is the Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer in Sweet Tea. This is one of my all-time favorite bronzers, so I'm gonna keep it. You get two different shades in this, and you can either use them separately or use them together for a nice shimmery bronze. So I'm definitely keeping this. The packaging is so cute, but I do wish it wasn't so bulky. It just takes up so much space. Well, then I basically have every Too Faced bronzer known to man, and I'm keeping all of these. They're just so good, and they smell like chocolate. They smell so good. So I'm keeping them. Next up is NYX. So I have 4 bronzers slash contour things from NYX. So first up are the 2 NYX Wonder Sticks. I have the shade, what shade are you? WS04 and WS01. So the only color I really like out of these is the W4 contour shade. It's a pretty nice cream contour shade, but the rest I don't like. I'm just gonna give these away. Little disclaimer, do this in every video. When I say give them away, I'm either giving them to friends, family, or donating them, or if they're really gross, they're going in the bin. Then still from NYX, I have the NYX Taupe Blush. Taupe Potato Potato. I know technically this is marketed as a blush, but I use this as a contour, and I really like this one, so I'm gonna keep it. I used this in my drugstore prom makeup tutorial, so if you wanna see it in action, go check that video out. But yeah, I really like it, so I'm gonna keep this. Then the last product from NYX is the NYX Matte Bronzer. This is the shade Deep Tan. I would like to get the lighter shades in these, but this is still a really nice bronzer, so I'm gonna keep it. You're so bright to look at, guys. This is why I never use artificial lights. Next up we have some bronzers from Benefit. So first up is the Dew the Hoola. Whilst I don't actually like this as a bronzer, I do like to mix it with my foundation to darken it up if it's too light. And it also adds a nice glow. It adds a really nice like sun-kissed I've been out on the beach look, and the packaging is so cute, so I'm keeping this. Then also from Benefit I have, this is their new Hoola Quickie Contour Stick. I actually really like this. I used this as my bronzer today, and it is such a nice color and so easy to blend. Normally I'm not like a cream bronzer gal, but I really like this, so I'm keeping it. Then the last bronzer I have from Benefit is the Hoola bronzer. I used to use this all the time when I first started my YouTube channel. I love this bronzer. I still haven't hit pan on it, even though I've used it so much. I do have a bit of a love-hate relationship with the packaging. I know this is like their marketing thing with their like box of stuff, but it's so bulky. It takes up so much space. But for the actual product, I do really like it, so I'm keeping it. It's really hard to look at you guys when you're so bright. So sorry if I'm like squinting throughout this video. So next I'm gonna go through my bronzers from Rimmel. So I have 2 of their Sun Shimmer bronzers. This is Bronze Goddess, and this is Gold Princess. I actually really like both of these, so I'm gonna keep them. And then also from Rimmel, I'm trying to do like my contour kits separately, but I'm gonna include this one with Rimmel anyway. Stop rambling, cat. So this is the Kate Sculpt palette in Coral Glow. I love this. This is such a good drugstore product. This is one of my favorite drugstore products like ever. So I'm definitely keeping this. Okay, now let's do Maybelline. So first up I have the Maybelline Dream Sun Bronzing Powder. This is a bit more orange than what I'm... Ooh! The pan popped out. Okay. This is a bit more orange than what I'm used to, but it still looks really nice. It does have some like random gold glitter pieces throughout it, but they don't normally show up on my skin, so I'm gonna keep it. But I'm not very happy that it popped out of its pan. Next from Maybelline, I have the new Face Studio Brick Bronzer. That's what it's called. This is in the shade 01 Blondes, even though not blonde. This bronzer is very orange, but I still like it. Not that fussed on the highlighter though. I do find the highlighter's pretty pink, and I'm not much of a pink highlight girl. Kind of reminds me of MAC Give Me Sun, which is also going to come up in this video. Oh my god, they look the same. See that? I think we found a dupe, guys. So I'm keeping that. I'm also going to keep MAC Give Me Sun. You get so much product in this. Okay, are these the last things from Maybelline? I think so. So I have hair in my mouth. Besides that, I have the Master Contour palettes. So I've got the shade light to medium and then medium to deep. I love these, but just a little heads up, the medium to deep shade, the contour powder, way too warm tone to be a contour powder. Does make a good bronzer though. So I'm keeping them. Oh, another little thing that I don't like with these is this thing that comes with them. Like, what? What is this, a brush for ants? Okay, so next up I have some sculpting palettes from L'Oreal. These are the Infallible Sculpt palettes. So I've got 2 cream ones and 1 powder one. I love the contour shade in the powder one, but the highlight isn't the intensity that I usually like, but I'm still gonna keep it. As for the cream ones, I find they just don't last very long on my skin, and the highlight shades are a bit hard to blend out. I used to use them, but I just never reach for them anymore, so I think I'm just gonna put these in the giveaway pile. And then I have the Clinique Chubby Stick in Curvy Contour. The hoarder inside me wants to keep it. This is a really good color and it's so easy to blend, but I just never reach for it. Oh, so I should put it in the giveaway pile. Just don't look at it, Kat, just don't look at it. Then I have 2 bronzers from The Balm. So I've got Betty Luminizer. This is so shimmery and beautiful and I love it. I'm definitely keeping it. I haven't used this in so long, but I really like it, so I'm still gonna keep it. And the packaging, like, look at the packaging. I love the Balm packaging. Okay, so I think everything from now on is like individual brands besides the palettes. So first up I have this NARS Duo. This is in the shade Melina. This is so beautiful, but way too dark for me. As much as it breaks my heart, I'm gonna be putting this in the giveaway pile. Then in a similar packaging, I've got the e.l.f. Golden bronzer. This is actually really pretty. It's a bit too light for me to use it as a bronzer, but it's still a nice, like, highlighty color, so I'm gonna keep this. Next up I have the Nude Sticks Sculpting Pencil. This is in Medium Deep 4. This is way too dark for me. I love the Nude Sticks lip colors, but yeah, this is way too dark for me, so it's going in the giveaway pile. Next I have the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel bronzer. Oh, I've had this for so long. I should probably throw it out, but I'm not going to. This is so beautiful. This is probably my favorite cream bronzer ever. It looks so natural on your skin, it smells good, it looks a bit like the poo emoji. I just love it. Then I have the e.l.f. Healthy Glow bronzer. This is the shade Sunkissed. I never really reached for this. It is quite nice, like when you swatch it, it is a nice shimmery color. I don't know if you guys can even see that. But yeah, I just never really reach for it anymore, so I'm gonna put it in my giveaway pile. And then I have the Body Shop Honey Bronze. This is a like bronzing highlighter thing. It is really glossy, and glossy stuff just does not work with oily skin. So it looks really beautiful. I really like the smell of it as well, but it's gonna have to go in the giveaway pile. So this is the Ofra Cosmetics Egyptian Clay Bronzer. I love Ofra Cosmetics. They make some really good quality stuff, and this is no exception. I love this bronzer. I don't really use this highlight shade down the bottom, but these bronze shades, and it's got like a little secret compartment. And then I have the Makeup Forever Matte Bronzer. I love this bronzer, but I'm pretty sure you can't buy this anymore. And I really don't want to use things in new tutorials that you guys can't get. So as much as it pains me, I think I'm gonna put this in the giveaway pile. Next I have the Airborne, I can't read this, bronzer. I guess that's just what it's called. I did really like this, but I haven't reached for this in like a year, so I should probably put this in the get rid of pile. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It is quite a nice bronzer. I just reach for other things over this, so I'm just gonna put it in the giveaway pile. Next up, I have one from Sephora. This is the Sephora brand Shimmering Bronze Powder. I actually used this on my cheeks today. It does have those pink shades in it, so it does add quite a nice pink tone for blush, and I quite like it. It also smells like a good smelling sunscreen. I feel like that's how I'm describing everything today, but I really like it, so I'm gonna keep it. I'm keeping so many, I know. I feel like this video is taking way too long, so let's just breeze through the next individual bronzers. So next I have Physicians Formula Bronzer. I've used this in a lot of tutorials. It's got like a secret compartment. We have a mirror and a brush. Haven't thrown this brush out yet. There we go. I am keeping this. I've used this in a lot of tutorials. I really like it. Okay, last individual bronzing powder. This is the Nightlife by Camilla Colho. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's by Sigma. This is a really nice matte bronzer, so I'm gonna keep it. I feel like this would be really nice on like lighter skin tones as well. And you get a little mirror, and I love Sigma, so we're keeping it. Okay, now we're on to all of the kits. let's do this quickly. Okay, Anastasia Contour Kit. Use this pretty much in every single video. I absolutely love this. If I could only recommend one contour kit to you guys, it would be this one. This is the light one. As you can see, I've pretty much used up all of the banana shade. I've hit pan on fawn, and I love all the colors in this, so yes, highly recommend. I have this IT Cosmetics palette, Je ne sais quoi. I think that's what it says. I can't speak French, so... But I really love this palette. The colors are so easy to blend, so pigmented. I love it. Next up, I have two Morphe palettes. So this is the Morphe 9B palette, and this is the Morphe 9C. If I can open it with one hand. Yes. I love both of these palettes. If I were to choose one, I'd go with the 9C palette. But I'm gonna keep both of them because I really like them, and they're so affordable, so pigmented, so easy to blend. I love them. Then I have the Revlon Sculpt and Highlight Contour Kit. This was a collaboration with Chloe Morello. Normally I don't really like drugstore palettes, but this one is really good. I'm not sure if you can get this outside of Australia, but if you can, definitely recommend checking it out. I love all the colors in this palette. I am definitely keeping it. And you get a nice big mirror as well. So next up I have the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette. I haven't used this in a while, but I do really like it. It is a pretty good drugstore contour kit, and you do get so many shades as well. I do really like it, so I'm gonna keep it. Next up I have the Laura Mercier Contour Kit. I'm not sure if you can get it anymore, but I never really reach for it anyway. Like, it's a good contour kit, but I just don't really reach for it. So I think I'm gonna have to put this in the giveaway pile. Next, I have the Zoeva Contour Spectrum palette. I really like this palette. The contour shade's amazing. All the colors in this are amazing. I feel like this is one of the most underrated products here on YouTube. This palette is so amazing. It's like in my top 3 contour palettes, probably second to the Anastasia contour kit. I love this palette. I'm definitely keeping this. Next up is my third favorite contour palette, and that is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. So this is the old version. I believe the new version has colors you can pop out and replace. So handy, by the way. Wish she did that to start with. I love all the colors in this palette, but honestly, I probably never really use these two. These two are more for darker skin tones, but I use these colors so much and I love them. So I'm keeping this palette. You also get a really big mirror as well. Okay, last palette. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Surreal Light palette. Whilst this palette was limited edition, I'm not sure if you can get this anymore. The colors inside it aren't. And can we just take a moment to admire the packaging of this palette? It's got a marble print and then gold hourglass writing on it. The colors in this are so amazing. You get a setting powder, highlighter, bronzer, and 2 blushes. I am definitely keeping this, and also this palette was really expensive, so yeah, definitely keeping this. And that is all my bronzers and contour kits. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I know we didn't really get rid of a lot of products, but like I said, I'm a massive makeup hoarder and this is my job, so I need to have lots of different products to use for you guys. Anyway, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Let me know if any of these throw-out products worked for you and how I can get them to work for me. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys! Oh, also don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe.